Trucker Ride and S.E.E channel, and we're here in Walton, Kentucky tonight. So we are checking out a nice evening sunset. Get you going here. So the trucks are rolling in, and wanted to get this shot out while I had a good evening. Still, what is this, day number 4 out here? Still blue skies, crisp, nice and cool. So trucks are rolling in to get back in. I got here just in time. All this open parking spaces are just these are all reserved parking. So first and foremost, with all the hurricanes going back to back here in a week and a half, give a shout out to some co-workers that work with me at the company I'm at, Josh and Steven. They're going down with their goosenecks, taking hay, food, water supplies, and clothing, what have you. So they are going to look at if there's anything people need to be bringing back. They've got some space on their trailers. If, you know, I've been seeing, my big thing is coming up through Kentucky. I've been seeing a lot of Georgia and Florida plates coming up. So with that said, people are either got homes up here or they got family, friends that they can deter to, you know, for a safe haven to get to. So you got to feel bad getting displaced out of your home, knowing it's probably going to be pretty well destroyed, everything you have and worked hard for. So it's sad, it's upsetting, it's gotten under my nerve because the government hasn't done anything, but they've been more concentrated on Israel and Ukraine and nothing for us. So we as citizens of the United States, we as human beings here in the United States, you know, coming together, showing compassion and being compassionate to extend our monetary reserves to go help those that we don't know from Adam, people down there. But you're just doing it out of kindness and because that's the human thing to do. So anyhow, I'll keep in touch with them and how that progress is going. So, let's see. The old dirty girl, she's got to go in for a PM. So I got to drop that off. I'll be done tomorrow. I got one stop north Cincinnati. Then I'm shooting back to the yard, drop my wagon, go get my truck checked in to get oil changed. I got to get the brakes looked at. They're acting a little funky. The linings are looking a little thin, so I'll see if they are going to make a call on that. So, let's turn you back around here. Catch a nice evening out here. So, today, I had a lot of Ohio River stops from Proctorville all the way to Portsmouth, Ohio, and northern Kentucky and what have you. Coming out of Flemingsburg, Kentucky, heading to Mount Sterling. This thing today, I got behind a bull hauler sitting there in Flemingsburg, heading out row 11 up towards Mount Sterling. And as I was waiting at the light, so he turned, he was going north. I was going to end up following him, which I was like, man, I really don't want to follow him because that's like just less than 30 miles up that road to get to I-64. And I could see right away on the driver's side, the cow's hind end must have been at the wall. When they were peeing, that water was spraying right out on the oncoming traffic. And of course, people, I backed away. The first time I saw it, I gave him a good distance. 1/8 or more of a mile. I was just like, I am not getting urine sprayed on the front of my truck. So the cars behind me were getting upset, and they would get around me, get on his tail, And this went on about 4 or 5 times, and 2 or 3 times there was a car right behind them. And I'll tell you what, I knew they were going to brake check, and sure enough, they brake checked. I thought it was kind of funny. Once we got out on the highway, I got around them, but man, I'll tell you what, the cow shit was rolling out the back door as he was, speeding up to highway speed. So the manure was coming out the back door, and I was trying to get around him as fast as I could so I didn't get pissed on. So a little funny there, but yeah, we got a plane right there. He's just going, Cincinnati Airport is just north of me. So I've been watching planes just popping off. I would have gotten out here sooner, but I was ravenous, so I wanted to eat before I got on here. But a lot of folks they're getting ready for, people are getting, for this Hurricane Milton. So, now what do we make of this? So now we got to wait and see the extent of the damage that's going to entail. And everyone is still cleaning up from Helene. Now, my wife did say she's been really keeping her eye, and her and I we're going to do some live streams when I'm home, because she is just a wealth of information of, she's being disabled. She's able to be home and just absorb a lot more of this information in, and she does a lot of reading on what is going on in current events and stuff like that. But the muck, or whatever that is now at the base of where the water is gone, where the water flowed, now, the water is recessed, and what is left, all the mud and all that, is now toxic. And the animals that have come in contact with that are dying. So whatever may have came in the rain, or if it's just chemicals from, like I told her, could be chemicals from automobiles, machinery, gas stations, septic runoff, and that's all combined into that soil. So keep that in mind, especially when you're thinking of going down there with your equipment and getting into that now. So something that they've been reporting on that. So keep that in mind. If you're going to venture down there and do any help, you may want to limit what you're going to get into. I'm sure there's going to be areas that's going to be needing to be hazmat going in, not only because of that, but because there's still dead bodies down there. So, other than that, I'm just going to cut this, a little short tonight. I had a good day. I only got 2 pieces left on my truck. Dropped them off, and then I just got to zip back. Friday, I'm going out. I'm going to run a day run in a day cab while the old girl's in the shop. Unless they say it's going to be done tomorrow night, but I doubt it. So they'll probably give them all day Friday to work on it. And I got a few things I want them to do. But for that, I'll run the day cab Friday, do Pontiac, Detroit, and surrounding area over to Lansing, and then back in. Should have the hours for that. Like I said, non-stop, but I'm not complaining, and I appreciate, just cash flowing and being able to keep myself afloat. It's going to be trying times coming ahead. I really, really think seeing what a lot of these experts are dissecting out in the bond markets and all that, the liquidity that's been going on. Warren Buffett is just, I think he's coming up on or going to be surpassing $300 billion of liquid assets, cash on hand. So he's going to be making some big purchases when everything tanks. So our economy, they're saying right now, this week, they're saying our economy is going to tank far worse than the Great Depression. So the wife and I are strategically just, bouncing things back and forth on each other. Obviously, no big ticket items, nothing. Just food, clothes, shelter. Just keeping the essentials going and paying down and paying off debt. I told her if we got to back a little more out of our investments, fine. I just want to get off the bank notes and just get out of debt completely and just clean it all up. So anyhow, that's where we're at. I'll try to chime in with you folks maybe during the weekend. I'm going to be busy tomorrow and Friday once I get back home. So, usually when I get out of the truck and head home, I've got a grocery list of stuff I've got to jump on and get done. My wife did say there was something. Oh, I got to, we have 2 bathrooms in our house. One of the toilets is acting up inside the water tank. She goes, she shut the tank water off and said, she'll use the other restroom. So I got that staring at me, and then of course I got to get back onto the exterior of the house. But until next time, folks, stay safe. Continue educating yourself. Knowledge is learned, not taught. And we will see you all in the next video.